to repeat. Run up on me, watch you fall to your knees. Tip my hat when it's time for the kill. Ain't no beast when you really real.
It's Tuesday.
Tuesday.
It's Tuesday. Another Tuesday here on Excitement Radio, the offline show. Mr. Wigglesworth.
Larry the Louse.
Larry the Louse in the building, you know already.
Wait, what happened to my mic? Why my voice sound like that?
Elevated?
Elevated? Wait a second.
Well, that's
Oh, no, that's me. Never mind.
You out in
That's just
Orlando
me.
too much.
What you mean? I don't go out there.
Getting your weenus stroked by Mickey Mouse. I heard.
Hey. You got to get in with the good people.
Get in
You got to rub weenuses every now and then.
Okay. For those that you don't know what a weenus is your elbow. So you got to rub elbows. So if your mind was in the gutter, take that shit out because you're thinking far left. Far left.
Got to fix my headphones with one hand, bro.
Okay.
Sorry.
That you're going to be like that anyway. If, like I just mentioned, far left. Like the left lobbyists over there in Washington, D.C., who have been arguing and citing facts, what they claim is facts, based on this vaccine and this Delta variant. And you heard about all that, right?
I've been hearing a little bit about what's going on. The Delta variant, I heard something a couple months ago, I think,
right, in
India. But after that, I heard nothing because then they were talking about this Lambda thing that came out of Peru or something.
Lambda. Isn't that fucking nerds?
Yeah, with booger in them.
Gotcha. Yeah, there's a big fucking booger going on here in the United States, especially with this whole COVID thing now being elevated and escalating into other unnormal bullshit, which is in fact, as we did our research, is lying in the pockets of what? Pfizer, Johnson, all of them. What was the numbers there?
It was the numbers. They had Johnson & Johnson.
At
they
28
were looking
billion?
At 26, I think.
26. I'm sorry. I added 2 billion more. I put my 2 cents in there. So $26 billion is what Pfizer has generated on the vaccines. And when we initially started reading about it, it was supposedly supposed to be a free vaccine for all United States citizens, which I believe it kind of sort of is, if they're claiming that what was it again, that Medicaid is covering it, and
Medicaid and I believe Aetna as well, so that's CVS Health.
Okay, so those are actually covering the shot not for the Delta, for the COVID-19, right?
Yeah.
Am I right? And it's supposed to help fight off the Delta and the Sigmas and the Lambdas. And
Sigmas, the Lambdas, the Thetas, the Mu's, all of them, all the Greek letters.
They're kind of making this a spectacle out there, especially for all the frats, huh?
Yep. Possibly
because they're fraternizing with the American citizens.
You know what? I didn't even think of that.
Pretty good, huh?
I like that. Makes sense. Because they make sense.
The problem is, what you just stated there, you didn't think about it, and I don't think they're thinking about it, or the American citizens, because they got us by the short and curlies. Basically, they're going to try to make us take this shot eventually, because I heard that, was it Indianapolis University was trying to force the students that are coming back into the college to get the shot mandatorily, and the federal government in turn, a federal judge stated that that's unconstitutional and said no, they don't have to. So now they're trying to do the same shit and basically mandate this COVID-19 shot, which supposedly was supposed to be everybody getting it. All the old people got it. None of the young kids want to get it. I didn't get it because I don't get it, basically.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
That makes a lot of sense.
I didn't get it because I don't get it.
I'm honestly still waiting for all the bugs to get worked out because I don't want to crash.
Are you talking about the nanobugs that they're supposedly supposed to be in the shot that's supposed to like alter your DNA?
Yeah.
And zombify you, or attach you to the Johnny Mnemonic matrix system
you only get 1.2 gigabytes of storage memory, bro. But
before you crash.
But did you know that like about 1/5 of people that got polled, adults that got polled in the United States?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Who was getting polled?
You don't want to know. You don't want to know.
So basically, you're saying that the American citizens are getting polled.
Oh, that's every day.
Okay.
That's every day.
Okay.
But about 1/5 of them do believe that there are microchips in that vaccine that are going to control them, not even just monitor.
I'm not going to say it's biotech. So biotech, so people understand, biotech does not mean it's technology. It's just altered chemicals that these chemists were doing, and they mimicked and understand the way cells generate and regenerate, because the body itself is, although it's an organic system, it's still a system that operates on electrodes and nanodes and whatnot. I'm sorry, I didn't want to get too far into it because I'm not a scientist.
No, none of us here.
I just play one on TV. What?
Oh, yeah, I remember that show. That was
Charles in Charge.
Oh yeah, Charles in Charge.
Fucking Chucky. Fuck. Yeah, but the insane part is that they're trying to claim that this is okay. Understandably, there is a sickness out there that is fucking up people and making us sick as dogs. I got that. It's a true fact that I agree. I understand. But in turn, now all of a sudden, this thing mutated and spiraled into a new thing that might be not sufficient to the vaccine that they're already giving you, but you need to get the vaccine in order not to get the COVID-19 first one, but it probably won't be that effective on the second one, and then there's a third one. And
there's like 7. We're on a whole Fast and Furious sequel line of COVID going on, bro.
Right. So this shit's gonna keep going to like the 10th movie, and you're just already bored and over the fucking first and second one.
Yep. And one of them isn't even gonna be part of it, but it's related, and it's like, hold on, what's COVID?
Listen, after the 3rd Fast and Furious movie, Disney understood that Vin Diesel is a terrible actor, and they put him as a cartoon with a grunt.
Yeah, he said 4 words the entire series.
I am Groot.
And then we are Groot. That's just 3 different words.
Oh, okay. So
3 different words.
He did change it up. I forgot he changed it up. And then they stopped making him talk, and then they brought him back for a couple more talking scenes. So this is exactly what's happening here in our society. Basically, they're talking our fucking ears off to get these fucking shots, right?
Yes.
It's supposed to do something to us that's supposed to help us. Something that was man-made. Both were man-made, just FYI. They were both man-made. COVID-19 was man-made. If people don't remember, it was Wuhan. Not to be mistaken for the Wu-Tang.
The Wu-Tang?
The Wu.
It was the Wu?
The Wu.
The Wu started. You know what? That makes sense. You stay at home. Nobody goes out. They make an album. I got you.
It makes sense. But it's not the Wu-Tang. It's the Wuhan, virus that came out of China, that was developed in China. It wasn't like, it didn't come from Chinese people. It was developed in a lab in Wuhan, China. We got that, right? That's a fact.
Yep.
Okay, we understand that. And it was whistleblown by one of the Wuhan scientists who said, yo, this shit is crazy and it might get out. And then next thing you know, he died of it, supposedly. And bada bing, bada boom, bam, 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 we're here, right? 2020 shut down. Fucking life as we know it was reverted to mask and other things were negated, and so now we're back at it.
I'm hearing weird noises in my headphones.
That's the fucking virus.
They got us, bro. They got us.
That's the Delta variant.
They got us.
So either or, we got some situations that we gotta assess, and I'm basically on the understanding that if we don't get this this antivirus, right? It's the antiviral.
The vaccine
The
would be an
vaccine.
antivirus.
Yeah, it's an antiviral.
That has some of the
vaccine.
virus, so you can kill the virus.
Right. So if we don't get the antivirus for the virus, so wait a minute. So they created the virus, and we now have to get the antivirus. So everybody's probably like, "What the fuck are these guys talking about? They created the fucking virus." Well, when something is created, it has to be registered because it becomes a business entity, and they register it so that it is not stolen.
So it's patented.
It's patented.
Oof.
Look it up.
That's wild.
It's patented. So now you got patented COVID-19 virus, and you got a patented COVID-19 antiviral medication with nanomites or nanotech for the biotech that they created. Pretty warped.
Yeah.
Pretty fucking warped. So the end result is only 50% of Americans got the shot. The other 50 are saying no shot, no deal. You know, they brought on Howie Mandel. Everybody's saying no deal, no deal. And president is a little bit pissed, the new prez, because he's gonna get hit with the bling at the end of the day.
He's getting all the backlash.
He's going to. You can't go after Trump and not go after him. Trump fucked up. Now he's fucking up. So basically, it's a whole bunch of fuck ups.
Right. So, what's gonna happen now?
We're gonna have to all get polled, like they've been doing. They're gonna take a poll.
So the new COVID check is gonna be both nostrils and then number 3. So we are getting polled. Well,
they're doing that in China, in Chinese airports. They're doing the anal exam so that they can find the COVID faster.
Oof. Man.
It's pretty insane.
Why do people think everything's faster through the butt?
Ask that to the LBGT. That's not a question for me. I wouldn't know.
All right. Larry explores new expeditions.
The new horizons on the horizon. That being said, we have to take a firm look at what's actually happening, because at the end of the day, it's patented. It's a patented virus. It's a patented antivirus, and Pfizer, Johnson & Johnson, Moderna all making shit ton of cash that's subsidized by Medicaid. And people don't know what Medicaid is the federal government.
That's the easily affordable medical insurance.
Well, yeah, you could throw Obamacare in there too, because that falls on the same retrospect. But regardless of the fact, Obama ain't got nothing to do with this. He's relaxing. Did you see his mansion? Shout out to Obama and his mansion out there in fucking DC. Man, it's gorgeous.
Obama.
Gorgeous. Shout out to my guy. They should allow him to do another 8. Give him 8 more. 8 more years as president. You know. They're changing all the other fucking laws. Why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
But then doesn't that mean Donnie D might get another opportunity?
Donnie D.
Because he can still run for another 4.
Listen. Donald's. If we want to play devil's advocate, Donald, along with the whole presidential cycle system that's going on, can you actually say he's as bad as any of the other president?
Nah.
Really? You got to look at it again. How many presidents were in wars? You got the 2 Bushes.
Mm-hmm.
You got a Roosevelt. You got a Kennedy.
And Reagan.
You got a Reagan. And he was an actor, wasn't he?
The actor?
The actor. Ronald Reagan, the actor.
Wow.
Became Ronald Reagan, the president. So, when you keep going back, George Washington, all the, who was really a bad president? All of them. Okay. So, I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying something.
You just gotta go back and
Wake up and smell the coffee and coffee grinds.
wake up and smell the COVID.
Wake up and smell the COVID. Honestly, just a side note for people to understand American history. If you don't know, America was actually first discovered pilgrims, whatnot. Yes, the Indians were already here, all that shebang. The English came in return because the pilgrims were over here. They found out what was going on. The first people to actually discover America was Christopher Columbus, because he accidentally took a left turn at Albuquerque and ran into DR. Still didn't know where he was. And then here come the Spaniards, the French, and everybody else. So the spin-off to that, just where I'm trying to get with that, we had a war, okay? We had a couple big ones. World War One, this and that, boom, bam, bing, bam, 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 sakata. What was it? Civil Wars,
Civil War, Spanish
American, this and that. All these wars was going on here on our soil. We beat up the Reds because we did not want. The Pilgrims left England because they were governed harshly in Europe. A lot of the settlers that settled here in the States were basically foreigners who were, mistreated in Europe, right? By the kings and queens and whatnot. That movie we were watching, I totally forgot. That shit was like fucking 18-hour fucking movie. About Manchester and whatnot.
Yeah,
when they were going to the wars.
Peterloo.
Peterloo. Okay, so Peterloo does a breakdown of what was actually happening over there in England before, everybody just started getting fed up, jumping on boats and taking the risk to come across the water or the pond. Is the pond?
Across the pond.
Pond. They were running from the tyranny and the tyrants and the dictatorship of English rule, kings, queens, the hierarchy, and all that. To in turn bring and develop a democracy to combat that and not have that type of life and give the country to the people and the people run the country, to in turn reverse it so that it goes back into that hierarchy, tyranny, control over the people. And they named it a president. What's the difference between a president and a king?
One's with blood, one's with votes.
Okay.
That's really the only difference.
One's on paper, one's a lineage type of situation that they deserve to stay in power.
Quote unquote deserve.
And take 50% of the people's earnings.
Dang, only 50%?
Well, yeah, we give out what, around 20%, 20 something percent. Europe is 50% in a sense. It's really high. They shoot that money over to the Queen. And Charles and
Charles and Lizzie
and Buddy Harry and all of them that are running around the states, marrying who they want to do and being on the cover of People magazine, not really doing anything. There's more of a celebrity type of situation going on there.
Dang, what are they doing?
Like a pope. Get into some conspiracy stuff, and the next thing you know, you don't hear from me for a while. So let's move on to the next.
Oh, man. New ventures lead to quiet.
What's next on the agenda there that we were reading there?
Well, because we were talking about the vaccinations,
right,
and how the government's going to make us get it eventually,
right.
There are fully vaccinated officials in the White House, including Nancy Pelosi's aide, testing positive for COVID-19.
Nice. They got the shot and they still testing positive.
They still tested positive.
Let me ask you a question. So everybody's all stuck on this whole, get the shot, COVID's a big thing. It's the media. The media's over there running their mouth because it's a big thing. Blah, 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 blah. I'm not downplaying it. Don't get me wrong. I am not downplaying it. It is a serious situation. But I was listening to the CNN. CNN was having an interview with a doctor, and he said something. It was two-sided for me. He basically said, everybody should get vaccinated because we got too many people coming in here getting sick, yada yada yada, ying and ding and ding. But when he said that, he said, yeah, and there's not enough staff to care for everyone. Are they negating other diseases and not qualifying them as serious over COVID, which I caught COVID. Unfortunately, it was a anniversary gift from my wife. I think she wanted out of the deal at the time. Shout out to my beautiful wife. But I had caught COVID. We were together in Georgia.
Wait, we were?
When
you gotta say it like that though.
Well, of course we were always together.
Wow, you a little weird though. But
Okay.
You're right. We were in the same area.
Right. So at the end of the day, I got over it, 7 days? About
Yeah.
7 days. I coughed it out, shit it out,
Hacked it out.
hacked it out, the whole shebang. It wasn't bad. Well, I'm sorry. I'm gonna take that back. It was bad. It did fuck with me. It did fuck with me because I'm asthmatic. I got that. It's bad. It's no joke. And if people also have other underlying symptoms, it is fucked up and it could take your life. 100%. But did we negate other serious infectious diseases and viruses to put this one at the top of the list for publicity stunt situation and for raking in another 28 billion, 26 billion, whatever the fucking number was, along with Trump's 5 trillion that whole situation. To me, it just came down to hearing too much about money. So 4 trillion here, another trillion there. We need help over here. We need to use money over there. We need to do this over here. Put the vaccine out. Don't worry about FDA approval. Pfizer's out there making 28 billion, 26 billion, whatever the case may be, along with Moderna and the whole nine. Their stocks are hitting the fucking ceiling and the roof. And at the end of the day, what's the real benefit if you just stated that you had a bunch of fucking politicians getting sick in the White House?
Man.
And they still can't approve and pass marijuana? Oh, shit.
Dog.
But they bypass for COVID-19. The FDA improved this vaccine that supposedly supposed to be helping, but I don't know. I don't know.
Supposed to be helping.
It's helping.
Giving people blood clots.
That's and getting people sick. The guy that's fainted, the this, the that, the damn. I'm not downing it. I support if this vaccine is actually a good thing for us, get the fucking vaccine. I'm gonna tell you right now, if you need it, if you're fucking got underlying illnesses, get the vaccine. Just, to be safe as insurance. Get the vaccine. But I don't think I need it.
Well,
at the end of the day, I took a vaccine. I take one every Sunday, It's called Jesus and the Holy Spirit. And I'm covered.
God's got you.
Always. I'm covered. I'm covered in the blood of Jesus. I don't need no Delta variant. I'm not going to get no Delta variant. I'm not going to get no COVID-19 again.
You follow Forsyth law?
I do not adhere to any of your regulations. And that being said, isn't California on mask mandatory mask?
They pulled up some new mask mandates, and there were a bunch of other areas talking about how they don't want to put them in schools, but a bunch of them still do. They're being really flip-floppy about this.
Flip-floppy. I was wearing flip-flops at a nice fucking beach resort in Miami.
What are you doing going to the beach?
Flip-flop. What?
What are you doing going to the beach? You had me working all weekend.
Listen, you don't bring sand to the beach.
But we in Miami, there's sand everywhere. There's literally sand in the dirt.
Hey, it is what it is. Either way, go ahead. I'm listening.
No, you made me lose the article, and I can't even find it.
Okay. So, that being said, since he can't find that, I heard on the news Washington Nationals had a game. Couple days ago.
Oh, you talking about against the Padres?
Against the Padres. Okay. Against the Padres. And some knucklehead went ahead and started having a shootout outside of the stadium. Like, what the fuck is going on? Listen, you were on lockdown for fucking 1 year. You come out, you're going back to being a fucking idiot to get locked down again for another fucking 5, 6, 7 years. Or 20, depending on what you actually did, 20, 30 years life. What's wrong with you? You couldn't handle 1 year. You think you're going to handle fucking 20, 30? Cut it out. Enjoy life. Fuck. What do you think? Put everybody in a fucking room. Hit them with the fucking COVID-19 antivirus. And then draw a couple of fucking Delta variants and COVID-19s, and then see if the antivirus works. Especially these fucking cuckoos that are doing all this stupid shit.
Yeah, we might lose a few of them. One or two of them might get Luke Cage powers. Might be the new Superman, Incredible Hulk.
Incredible Hulk, all for this, or a zombie. Like this is some real wicked time. So you gotta taking that into full retrospect. You better start hugging your kids, praying more, and just loving everyone around you and yourself, because this is fucking bugged out. This is nuts. What else you got there, jerk off?
Well, Olympics might be canceling the games again.
The Olympics are canceling the games
again.
Okay,
They're saying
I remember they did it.
They said, "Oh no, we might cancel them." Now we're still thinking about it.
Okay, well, because of the virus.
Yeah, they're saying they're still discussing because of all these spikes in cases.
And most of their top athletes are getting the viruses, right?
Yeah, saying here, Tokyo CEO of the Tokyo Olympics organizing committee is not ruling out. Saying here they're not ruling out canceling the games, even though there's a rise of the cases in Japan because a bunch of the athletes are testing positive to the virus.
Yeah, but the athletes, what do the athletes have to do with the fans? Just tell the fans, get the fuck out of here, watch it on TV, and put the athletes to do their thing. They've been training.
Just have a bunch of Zoom meetings of the games.
Damn right. I used to train, dude. If I was fucking training for the Olympics, like, you're gonna tell me I can't fucking go ahead and compete because all your fucking people over here are all sick? Nah. They're gonna lose revenue off of fans not showing up and whatnot. But at the end of the day, people are gonna tune in. They're gonna tune in. It's the Olympics, dude.
No. Well, matter of fact, here we go. We've been saying here, as the cases rise, they've taken measures to limit exposure, including holding events without the spectators.
Fuck the spectators. It's about the athletes.
Exactly.
Period. It's not about the spectators are not getting a medal and not, swaying whether or not the athlete is gonna fucking medal or not. They don't matter. They don't matter. They don't matter. You're not gonna go ahead and stop somebody who's been trained. Do you know what it is to fucking train for the Olympics? That's a whole nother level. That's a whole nother level, my guy. And if they're gonna go ahead and play around and stop the Olympics and this and that, let that girl go back in there who's smoking the Chiba. What's her name?
Oh man,
Sharice.
Sha'Carri.
Let Sha'Carri back in. Give her a J and let her fucking bolt down the fucking road. She was fast. I was looking at her thing. She was fucking fast. She fucked up her career, but she was fucking fast.
Zooming.
She was zooming. That's exactly what you just said. They're gonna zoom her. So
Exactly.
she's gonna have a
She
Zoom race.
don't gotta be there. Yeah, it's a Zoom race.
Zoom race. Sheesh. Unreal. Like, we gotta get it together. We gotta get it together here. We gotta get it together. There's a bunch of fucking nutcases and shit going around. I just saw on the New York Post that in New York City, Staten Island, they found a homicide victim inside a house in Staten Island, and he had scrolled on his chest, "I like little girls" on his chest. That's what he wrote?
Said I like or I touch. It was one of those.
Some shit like that, and he was murdered. More than likely, whoever he touched, people, gave him, citizen justice, and vigilante justice was invoked on him. This shit is fucking nuts. First, I'm gonna start with, you better not fuck around with my family, because forget about it. Makes sense, right?
Yeah.
It's New York. Forget about it. Also, parents, take care of your fucking kids like 24/7. Like 24/7. Like, no joke. Don't lose sight of them. Don't get too comfortable with motherfuckers. Don't fucking allow people to be overly nice and just overly fucking touchy with your kid. Like, don't draw a fucking line. High is okay to an extent. You know what I mean? What happened to fucking stranger danger? I remember that shit. Stranger danger. Don't take fucking candy from a stranger. What happened to all that shit? Don't get into dark vans. Nobody's fucking doing that no more. Now it's, up in the air. A friend of mine's posted on Twitter that they have their own flag now, these fucking pedos. So they're starting to try to...
That map.
Yeah, they're starting to try to fucking justify their bullshit. And that's based on us not checking these motherfuckers and allowing this weird shit to be all flamboyant fucking, free fucking bullshit. Like, I'm old school, my guy. Dude, I will forget about it. Forget about it. Like, you come around my family, you approach any disrespect, anything that I find disrespectful, anything I think disrespectful, anything that you did that might, like, shadow disrespect, might kind of look like it might be disrespect, you getting fucked up.
That's a fact. I'm not saying I've seen anything, but I know.
Listen, just forget about it. I love my daughter. I love my wife to death. Women need to be protected. Men need to stand up and stop being these fucking wimps. Stand the fuck up. Be careful with what you think is comedic, because it could be fucking underlining bullshit that and evil demonic shit that you don't want around your family. Man, protect your family, men and women. Protect your family. Don't just allow shit to just flutter by. Crack that motherfucker. So the guy was found in his Staten Island house, murdered by bludgeoning. Is it bludgeoning? Bludgeoning. So he got beat to death. He got beat to death.
Stomped out.
Punched out, stomped out. I don't know. He got manhandled. There you go.
There.
Good. He got manhandled. And you know, I don't justify murder. You know, I follow 10 commandments, but karma's a bitch, and if you really read through the Bible, God took out a lot of people, and he says word for word, anyone harms any of these little ones, I'm gonna handle you. I don't think people want God to be handling a lot of their stuff, because he will handle you. Take you right out. Snatch your soul. So, what's next on the agenda then, my guy?
Well, I am out of things, unfortunately.
You're out of things.
I'm out of things.
You're out of minds. You're out of mind, out of sight. So we'll take a break, because we just had the most best thing happen to us here in the studio. We got ourselves a Go Puff delivery.
Go Puff.
Go Puff. Yo, my man came in. Yo, he was super fast too. Yeah. He was super fast, super organized. Shout out to the Go Puff team over there in Wynwood. Shout out to all of them that do their thing. I got me some salt vinegar chips. Ooh. I got me some Red Bulls. I got you a Red Bull too.
Yeah.
Stop being a fucking a mooch. You're a mooch. Stop being a mooch. Listen, just because
you never let me pay for anything.
Well, we're family.
Exactly. So you can't call me a mooch. I'm an acceptor.
You're an acceptor of being a mooch?
No, I'm an acceptor.
You're an acceptor of being a fucking freeloader?
If you don't let me pay for nothing, I have to say yes.
How does it fucking make sense that you...
You don't let me. I obviously say no.
You work for me.
You say no.
You work for me. Then, I pay you, and then you go ahead and want to buy the stuff.
Off the clock?
All right. Rick and Morty was a good episode on Sunday. Shout out to Loki and Disney with that just grandiose extra show. I watched that. I watched Black Widow. I didn't catch the new Space Jam. I know it came out. I'm going to watch it because my daughter wanted the cartoon shirt with Bugs Bunny and all of them. So I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna try to enjoy it because she's enjoying it. If she enjoys the movie, I'm gonna enjoy it. But outside of that, you know, LeBron James, like, you're trying too hard, my guy.
LeBron James.
You're trying too hard, LeBron. Cut your bullshit out, my guy. Like, serious. Like, cut it out. You're not Michael Jordan. I got a good moment too. Shout out to Go Puff coming in and bringing me some goodies here. I appreciate you, my friend. Let me see that bag. Let me see that bag. That's a nice bag. What's your name, my friend? Smith. I appreciate Smith from Go Puff bringing me my delivery. I had to get another one. I'm telling you, these guys are super fast, super great. They work efficient. And Smith, you're top dollar, you're top of the line, my friend, and I appreciate you coming in. Go Puff just hires the best guys, right? They hire the best guys?
Yes.
And you're one of the best, Smith. Yes. Okay. Thank you again, my friend. Okay. I appreciate you.
Okay, all right. Thank you, bye.
So, yeah, I had to get me another Go Puff order. We're about to wind this down, so I'm going to make sure that I have all my snackaroonies when I get to the house. And shout out to GoPuff. Everyone go ahead and grab that GoPuff app. You can get that on the App Store, right? You can get that where? Also in the Google.
You get the Google Play, you get the iOS Apple Store.
Yo, these dudes are mad fast. You can get all your goodies and snacks in like, it was like, what, 10 minutes?
Woo!
They super fast,
Order
fast.
all your stuff on GoPuff.
That's it, yo, serious. Also, shout out to our sponsors, Craft Caf.
Craft Caf for some good coffee and tea at craftcaf.com.
Craftcaf.com. Go ahead and get yourself some coffee today so you can start your morning right. As well, I would like to also mention that we have our YouTube that's always available for you guys to go ahead and check out all our content on.
WeirdoGodZ, spelled always the same with that WGZ. We got some lives coming up, so make sure you're subscribed with the notification bell on.
That's right. So shout out to GoPuff, shout out to CraftCaf, shout out to me, shout out to Larry Louse.
Shout out to YouTube for letting us get crazy on lives.
Yeah, we'd be bugging. All right, yo, stay tuned to the next Tuesday, and for that, we out.
Really, y'all don't know this